There's nothing like it. Anywhere. He'll have 60 seconds to try and make his way through 5 racks, each one containing 4 regular balls, and then, so he's got 19 points. His stroke looked terrific in that round, guys.
Well, he did, especially considering the fact that he came out of the gates pretty slowly. But when things kicked into gear for him, guys, he really got hot.
And so... And so it's D'Angelo Russell ready to go.
You know, I feel like
he completes the round with 13 points. I'd say a solid showing from him.
I thought he had his stroke working pretty well for him. I mean, What do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, solid shooting. He looked very confident. Never became...
And so we'll see Stanley Johnson.
And one thing about the three...
His total for the round comes to 12. There was just something off about him in that round.
Well, the start was terrible, Kevin. That's what did it. I mean, he had a lot of trouble with that first rack in the corner.
And here we go with Freak, wrapping up the qualifying round. He knows there's nobody coming after him. He knows the score to beat.
If he can hit the 15-point mark, he'll stay alive.
Well, his first couple of racks are important, Kevin. If he can get going early, then I think he'll feel very confident going into the latter racks.
He needs 8 more points to advance.
He's got 8. That's 4 in a row now. 4 more points to stay alive. He's got 12. Here for 13.
Boy, he's in a good rhythm right now.
He's hit all 3 money balls. 10 straight. How long can it last? 11 straight. He's raining them down. It's tied up. That shot puts him in first. Now 23, 24. He's at 25. A massive score of 27 points. Wow, that was something else, guys. We don't see too many performances like that.
No, I mean, his streak of made buckets went, well into double digits. I'm not sure the exact number, but man, he was on fire.
Tony's got to be the popular pick in the finals after his showing in the qualifying round.
And I think we've seen an outstanding competition so far. I mean,
he finishes with 14 points on the board. I'd say he handled that round pretty well, guys.
Yeah, it was adequate, absolutely. I mean, he really stayed with it, hung in there nicely, I thought.
Yeah, that's right. There were some moments when it looked like things might...
And here we go with Freak. He was the hottest shooter entering the finals, so he earned the right to go last. And he knows exactly what the target is. 17, the number to beat. Takes his first there. 2 points. Now with 4. 5 points now. 6. Gets the money ball.
8 more points and he'll tie things up.
He's got 10. 11 on the board.
How about that? 4 more points to win it.
Could only get 1 shot to fall off the rack. 3 more points to win. At 16. Make it 17. Hits for the win.
And a little victory lap through his final shots.
A chance to tack on a few points for posterity.
His score sits at 18 points for the round. Boy, he looked great out there, didn't he?
I think things are so much easier when a shooter gets off to a good start, and he certainly did that.
And that puts an end to the Foot Locker 3-point contest. It couldn't have gone any better for this year's outstanding champion, Freak.
What a commando performance by our champion. Once he got rolling, the only question was, who's getting second?
The top shelf of NBA players all gathered here tonight for the All-Star Game. It's great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And
fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star Game. Coaches will decide on the reserves, but either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget. I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
a big group substitution here for the East. Drummond's checked in for Anthony. Love comes in for James. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for George. And it's Batum in for John Wall. Then for the West All-Stars, DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Hayward comes in for Leonard. And it's Harden in for Steph Curry. And Hayward gets it to go.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Here's Carter Williams following the basket by Freak. Batum dishes to Love. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Love's got his first basket of the night.
Well, the All-Star Game deep is in full effect. They typically clamp it down in the second half. Move the ball. Stick it to much.
Here's Toney, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Toney's got his second bucket.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
Love the pass to Batum. Right wing. A shot by Carter Williams. Nobody around. Misses the three. Now Toney. 11 feet away. And off the front iron. And in it goes. Toney's got 6.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
He used that pick to perfection. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the night.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Toney, and that's not going to go.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pass.
And we welcome you back to the NBA All-Star Game as we get set to begin the second quarter.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. Toney, he's in at point guard. Davis is out there with Griffin. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the West All-Stars?
Well, they've come out of that locker room with a hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown. And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that... that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Toney with it. He's got 8. It's hauled in by George.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Here's Toney following the basket by LeBron James. Shot's good by Toney.
Almost an impossible shot to block. In the post, the defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now here's James. Outside, Wall. Lowry against Toney. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Shot from 16. No luck. Wall with some nice defense.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
The East All-Stars shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. The first one falls. Towns, he's checked in for the West. Westbrook comes in for Steph Curry. That one falls, so he hits both of them. It's a close game here in Toronto. And here's Toney. 10 points for him. 6 to shoot. LeBron. Leonard against George. Right side Lowry. James outside. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Toney. The second effort, and the layup is up and in. Toney's got 12 in the game.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound, and once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
It's stolen by Davis. Outside Westbrook. Now, here is Toney. 12 points for him. Drops in the layup for 2. 14 points for him.
Well, he's certainly seen his share of the ball tonight.
I would say maybe more than his fair share. I mean, he's not going to make too many friends out there if he's not willing to spread that sugar a little bit.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Battle.
New players in now for the East. The West also making some changes. Both teams making some changes here. 11 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And DeRozan. There we go. And too long on the shot. And so that's the end of the first half. West All-Stars lead by 6. We're gonna